Hey guys, welcome back to the farm. Hey, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, stick around for a while. Happy New Year, first video of the year. To recap, I had some time. I put a recap of 2022 together, and I'm going to watch it with you, and I'm going to narrate it, kind of give you a gist of what went on in case you're new to here, or if you forgot about some of these last videos. So without further ado, let's go. First order of business was that 9560R showed up. I got the drone out. This is all drone footage, and it was an epic day on the farm. See how muddy it was in the spring. Dad brought it home. I did a video 30 years in the making, and that was a big deal. That was our biggest purchase of the farm yet. And he's in right a few weeks, month after that, we're working hay ground right here. That's like a disc cultivator with a drag on the back of it. And there's Greg right there. That's a 30-foot bean drill, John Deere 7830, drilling soybeans. You can see at the top of the screen has hay up there. We carried it all the way across, keep our hay together. So there's Mark working that down, and he's coming across, planting. It's a pretty sight right there. Things are starting to dry out on the farm there. That was early, and that's all tile ground. So back side of the farm, first field of corn going in, 16-row Kinsey planter, American flag flying. That's a New Holland T8. We rented that. We had one of our big horses go down. You remember when that baby showed up? Front wheel drive, 420 horse. We put the disc on that. We were just opening fields up there. That field there's kitty quarter to the farm. That's that 9560R. Same field, working at the opposite direction. First time we've ever planted it north and south, and that was for chopping purposes because there's a gravel road that runs along the south side. That's a 980 field cultivator. Same field, Dad putting it to her, going north and south. And that corn plant got wrapped up. We called our neighbor in, and we had time. This is right directly behind the farm. We got a field tiled during planting season. That's a cat challenger. I did a video on that. Lynn Walton tiled that in a couple days, right along where the ag bags are. You see he's digging in right to the very end. He's dropping them tile. That's the end of a roll. Pretty sweet setup. And it wasn't but a few days later we got the corn planter, and see how quick that dried out, and all that, how green that last view was, and how dry it got. Corn planting's done. Moved right on in to first cutting silage, windrow, and that's a brand new disc bind. One of my best videos, maiden voyage with that 16-foot disc bind. We put 30 heifers out on pasture right next to the farm, between the farm and my house. There's a group of them there. How nice that looks. And later on that month, we were getting the rest of our first cutting off. That's an 80-acre field my uncle owns. Get that baled up, and those are mainly for the dry cows and the young heifers. As soon as it gets baled, get it off the field and get it moved home. This would be the start of second cutting. Both disc binds in this field, laying it down quick. When you have two 16-foot disc binds, you can really move. And getting it down is one thing, getting it put up is another. So we experienced that, but we had an excellent year cutting hay. A very dry year. Two new silo roofs put on is what I'm showing you here. First silo and the fourth silo are full of hay. I didn't get a lot of drone footage of chopping hay. This is 4th of July, hanging out at the fire pit. My wife and 2 kids there. The other 2 are inside apparently. Corn update. Check out that stuff. And this is a shot. This is another one of the big videos. Someone went off the road and landed in the cornfield and drove all the way down. It started 3rd cutting. This is moving quickly. There's that brand new disc bind. You can see a real good shot of it here. Windrowing this, that's how you can tell that we're doing 3rd. We chop 1st cutting and 3rd cutting. That's 3rd cutting. And here's the chopper. I did get this at 3rd cutting. That's 8400 pulling a 3975 pull type chopper, and those are some John Deere 716 silage wagons. We've got 8 or 9 of them. Just how we do it, we like to keep it all the same, just like our silo motors in the silo. They're all Van Dale. You know how to work on one, you know how to work on all of them. That's the whole idea. Once 3rd cutting comes to an end, that corn started drying down there where he's chopping. I was out of corn, so he chopped me some there, and before you know it, it was full speed ahead. Started off filling these ag bags. Here's a good shot of getting the first one right at the tail end of that first one. Those are 9 by 250. And we're at the tail end of the 3rd one. So I filled 1 a day, 1, 2, 3. I mean, there was just long days, but thankfully we didn't have any major breakdowns. And there's Mark. That's that kitty corner field I was telling you about that I got some shots of him working it. That's that north and south, first time ever. Got some drier spots in that, some greener spots. It was the tail end of chopping, and he was just looking for green corn, and he's right in the thick of it there. 3rd silo roof's going on. Now that was your corn silage. We filled that and we called them, they came right away. That's Daryl on a tri-state silo. Him and his son, Riverdale, Michigan. Look off the screen to the left there, next to that last silo. Look at all them chopper wagons I got lined up waiting. This was just a shot I threw in there. It was an unbelievable sunset and cows were on pasture. Look at them clouds. Overflow ag bag is what I'm showing you here. This is the first time we've ever put up extra corn like that. And just like that, the fourth smaller silos roofs are completed. Waiting on high moisture grain. Once that's full, they can do the 5th and final silo. Check out this sunset. As we were starting high moisture grain, Dad went right in. He's planting wheat now. It's the same drill we planted soybeans with, same drill we plant hay with. That drill's got a hay seeder on it. And here's 4th cutting. Both disc binds going again. It was getting pretty wet. We had some wet weather coming, so what we did was we cut it, we baled it, and what you're seeing here is Greg setting it in that wrapper, and he's wrapping them. And we'll feed them to the milk cows in the barnyard. Okay, now this is the start of high moisture grain. We use that combine. That's a S670. We'll dump it right in the back of them trucks, and we use the grain cart also, but this was when we were just getting started. And there it is, look at that stuff. Blowing it right in there, turns it almost powder. I don't know how many guys do it like this, but we like the way it works. We've got the semi and the combine. The combine's not cheap, so use it as much as you can. Moving right into soybean harvest. Look at them trees. Dumping right in the same truck. He's just opening that field up. That's why the grain cart's sitting behind him. Look how dry that was. High moisture corn completed, 5th and final silo roof on. Look at them things. Moved right into baling corn stalks. That's what you're seeing. Corn fodder bales. We use that for bedding. Works excellent. This is the tail end of corn harvest. We have an extra bit of acreage that we don't need to feed to the cows, and we'll end up selling. That's our hopper bottom he's dumping into, and we'll take it up to the elevator. Excellent weather this fall. Crops are in. We decided to pour a big old pad there to lock these barns together, to dump sand for our free stalls, and it can get muddy around that farm. The more concrete, the better. Fall tillage underway immediately after we were done combining, and first year in a long time we got every field chisel plowed. That's marking there. That's the cluster of trees above that you're seeing there. That was Grandpa's house. Grandpa built that, and then it's just changed views. This is the back side of the farm. Dad, I had most of that covered with manure, and I told you in the last video we elected to rip it up. That way she's ready, because that'll be that. I think look for this. We're going to be putting that to hay. So that'll be the first field in the spring. And that's going to do it for the farming drone shots. Hey, couple things personally, and I guess it's attached to the farm a little bit, but Rochelle was pregnant, and we ended up welcoming our baby daughter to the world in August. So Rochelle got her girl. My other two daughters, Catherine turned 10, Chloe turned 7. That July we did an ice cream giveaway. I don't know if you remember, the girls and I were in that photo. We did it up at Dairy Queen, 500 ice creams. So yeah, there's summer. I had 2 daughters, now I've got 3. And later on that year we did a scholarship in Mom's name for agriculture. And here's a shot of Mom, and that's one of my daughters, one of my brother's daughters back in the day there. And then you remember when I took that calf to school? I took a calf down to Elmont. Rochelle's sister's a teacher, so we helped them out. And then just recently, Catherine and I gave away 100 gallons right before Christmas of milk. That was a huge hit around here. People really loved it. It was gone in I think 3 or 4 hours. They were gone. We slated that for like 3 days, 3 hours. So that's it. That was for 2022. One of the biggest things I want to touch on before we got out of here is, you see me in here with Mom's urn. Well, she's been gone for 2.5 years. So when you lose like the matriarch of your farm like that, it was so devastating that we never. I don't know if I probably didn't tell any of you guys this, but we never touched any of her stuff. Even her ashes. Her ashes sat in a room in a box. If you ever had anybody cremated, you come in a box, and it's fairly heavy. We couldn't go near that stuff for 2 years. I can't give you an explanation why, but finally this year I was able to get some of them ashes, get it in an urn, get Mom with me. And like I said in the last video, talking to Mom every day like I'm doing, that wasn't something I did right away. That was within the last 6 months probably that I finally have grown. So looking back on the lessons I've learned in 2022, I've really grown as a person that way, where there's no right or wrong. But when I talk to people about that, about getting her ashes put in an urn or putting them somewhere with other people that lost a loved one, a parent, anybody's really close like that, they said, I still haven't touched mine either. So I know it's probably a common thing, but if you can, you just got to take them baby steps and move forward with it. And because I know they're up there, they're looking down on us. They would want us to move forward. They would want us to talk with them, and that's what I do, and it's working out for me. So if you're baby steps, can turn into something huge. So on that note, take care. Looking forward to being with you, growing with you guys in the year 2023. 4 kids now. Rochelle and I are getting along great. Without her, I'd be in big trouble. She keeps me going, and I love her dearly. So see you in the next video. Take care. God bless.